Hello everyone. So I just noticed something and I want to discuss it with you guys. I want your opinion on it. I'm guilty about this also, so I'm actually going to use myself as an example. So what I want to talk about is the fact that the citizen of this place, like I stay in UK, and British culture, they have this thing of where they're being polite to each other, they're being friendly with each other, they ask about themselves and everything, either it's in depth or it's not in depth, but they have that thing. So today, me and my friend, I don't know if I should call her friend, me and my colleague were talking about someone. She was with us previously, but then she got moved to another department. So it's not like it's a higher role because it's still the same pay, but she's in a different department, and to an extent it feels like that department is probably higher, just that it's the same pay. But yeah, I don't know, it's the same pay, but you know how you hype things that okay, this place actually looks higher. It's not something that I actually aim for because the workload there, it's a lot. Where I am, the workload is also a lot, but I enjoy doing my own role than to move to that particular department. And so she moved to this department, and since she moved, she stopped talking to us, if that makes sense. It's not like we are friends that we have each other's number. We actually don't even have each other's number, we don't have each other's contact details. But when you go for a job and then you feel like you should just see your fellow person and people just start relating, that was exactly what happened. Now the reason I'm actually making this video is because since she moved to this department, it's beginning to look like she doesn't like relate with us anymore, if that makes sense. So if you say hi to her, she just ignore, she doesn't even say hi back, she doesn't wave back, she just look and then remove her face just like that. So the first day that, when you see someone that you used to talk to and everything, and then you see them in another place and you're like, oh hi, how are you, like normal greeting that we used to greet ourselves, normal, she just looked at me and then continued doing what she was doing. So it felt really weird because there were other British people among us, and I was kind of loud. I wasn't loud, but they could hear me. And the fact that she didn't give me any response, like she didn't acknowledge it, but all of us knew that she looked at me, she actually saw me, but I just didn't understand. So that day she looked really stressed. So I felt embarrassed. I'm not going to lie about it. I felt really embarrassed about it. But I just looked at it that she's also stressed. She wasn't actually talking to anybody apart from a manager and a fellow colleague of hers that they were working on that project together. So I let that slide. But moving on, I also, because I actually felt embarrassed that particular day, I also stopped waving. Like if I see her, I won't wave. Like I expect her to wave at me, but she doesn't. But I just left it. Let's just leave it that way and everything. But she doesn't wave at me, I don't wave at her. We stop greeting each other. We look at each other, but we even touch each other, but we didn't say anything to each other. That's the level we're at right now. Now, this person was not saying that she's a classmate and everything. Initially, when they moved to this department, even like they're in uni, so they're classmates and everything. They're not friends in classmates, but she has actually patronized the ladies' business based on they know themselves, they work in the same place, and then they're in school together and everything. But right now, if the girl also does not acknowledge her, like she doesn't even say pimp to her, like she stopped greeting her. According to her, she said she has stopped greeting her. That initially she was greeting her, but she felt like she wasn't answering her, and that's exactly that. The lady wasn't answering her. Like, okay, maybe it's work and everything because it's quite busy. Everybody's kind of stressed. When you're stressed, you don't know what you're doing. That's just the truth. Like sometimes I wave and I feel like I don't give the best energy. Like I should have done better in my greeting, but the truth is that I'm just stressed. I just want to go home and everything. But even when she's in school, that she avoids talking to her and everything. Like, she avoids talking to her or moving close. That she can talk to the person beside her, but she won't talk to her. They are not fighting. There's nothing that joined them together. This lady has even patronized her business before. Nothing joined them together. I'm just like, so I don't understand. But then when she was saying this, I looked at it that even me in another job that I do, whenever, like, if my colleagues are speaking to because it's a customer service role, if my colleagues are speaking to other British people, like, they ask them, how is your day? It's just like a normal communication thing, either British or not British. They just like interact. If the person tries to like make a conversation, they continue the conversation and everything. But there was something I did one day that I felt really bad about it and everything. I got this guy, it was actually even a Yoruba name, so the person was obviously from my state. No, maybe not from my state, but yeah, from the West and everything. And the guy was like, hi and everything, but because I handle money, like, not like I handle cash at hand and everything, but I work in a place where money is involved. I did my possible best to keep that conversation as professional as possible, because I didn't want a thing where they will listen to the call and then they will say that, oh, I favored this person more than I normally. And I didn't know what the issue was, but I just like tried to keep it professional and everything. Even when I found out the issue, I resolved it. But they just think at the back of your mind of you being conscious that this person is my brother. I don't want a thing where they'll think that, oh, I over familiarize with this person, and then because of that I treated the person specially, or I was after that call. I just looked at myself that what I did was really bad, because normal, if this person wasn't my brother, I would have been more friendly in that call and everything, especially when the person was trying to make a conversation. And it wasn't even only with that person. When we're talking about this lady today, I thought about it that it's not only this person. A British man has spoken to me before, and the man mentioned the fact that he worked in Nigeria for over 40 years and everything. Initially I was talking at like, but immediately he mentioned that the fact that he has worked in Nigeria for over 40 years. I think he worked in Calabar, but he's a British citizen. He worked with him. Oh my God. Like, that conscious thing of, oh, I need to keep this conversation professional moving forward, because Nigeria has already been mentioned on the call. The calls are being recorded. I don't want a thing where they will listen to the call and everything. So I just thought about it. Like, when the lady was talking about it, I looked about that. Even me myself, I'm guilty of this particular thing that this lady is doing. I don't think it, obviously, if I see my colleague at work physically and everything, I'll still say hi to them. Even on the call, I still, like, I'm a little bit friendly to them, but it's just that conscious thing of, I need to keep it extremely professional and everything. But all my colleagues at work, like, irrespective of where you are, like the department you work in and everything, they know me like I'm really friendly. Either you're Nigeria, you're India, you're not, whatever. I am really friendly with people, unless I'm in my lowest, and that's when you just see me in one corner and everything. But if the energy is there, you see me everywhere, like on the floor. They know me. That's how I am. So, but I don't know, like, have you had this kind of experience before, or have you actually done this same thing to someone? And it also extends to the fact that you see that there are a lot of Nigerian businesses that actually employ British people as their manager, like, irrespective of if they are qualified or not. Like, you just see that there's somebody that is doing well in the company, and you'll be thinking that, oh, this person is actually going to be promoted to a managerial role. But guess what? They prefer to go and hire somebody externally, as far as the person is white, and then take over that role, like let the person handle that role. Meanwhile, your fellow Nigerian people or Ghanaians and Zimbabwe are the one doing the real labor, the real job. So this British person is just coming to come and give them direction. And I noticed it in a restaurant. Like, this person cannot, he doesn't even know jack about our food and everything, but she's the one that makes the timetable, like knows the schedule for all the staff and everything. I'm just like, how is this person a manager when there's somebody else that is qualified, and if something is actually going wrong in the business, they can quickly undo it because they have an idea of how. But then I guess everybody has this experience, because my friend even said it, that if she gets a business in this country, she's getting them as manager, that she's not employing our people as manager. Okay, it can never be me, that's just the truth. But who knows, experience is the best teacher. It might be from experience, they might be talking from experience, but I pray that it's never me. But what's your opinion on this? Will you, if you have a business, will you employ someone else as a manager, even though they might not know the in-depth of that business? Maybe you're just looking at their qualification, if they even have the qualification. But what's your opinion, and how do you relate with people who are lower than you in, I don't even, because she's not even lower than us, like at the end of the day we're all getting the same salary. But how do you relate with people that are your fellow Nigerians or your fellow Ghanaians, especially among your British colleagues? Like, how do you relate with people? Is that thing of, oh, let me just be professional, is that the back of your mindset, or you relate to them like your guy? Let me know in the comment section. Like, I want to hear your opinion, I want to hear your thoughts on this. Take care of yourself. I love you. Bye.